All right, let's go.
Whoa. Hey.
This is the 5 on 5 podcast presented by directmusicservice.com and Nuke's Hot Sauce. I am Phenom coming to you live from Alaska alongside my Alaska brother, DJ Gray. To my right, coming live from Portland, Oregon, it's Nyla and Jupiter. Make some noise. My bottom right here, coming live from sunny tropical Las Vegas, Nick Lopez. Make sure you get the rest in peace shirts right. And our special guest today, coming to you all the way live from next door to Nick, is Tim Tones. Make some noise.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Fuck. Anyone else that needs to be introduced? Yeah. Is there any? Gentlemen, Tim, how are we? How are we living?
Good, man. 115 out here today. It's hot as balls.
Oh my God. I don't envy you. We were talking about this before I hopped on. That's Portland ass weather, but Travis corrected me and said, no.
Hey, we got out of it. We are 65, cloudy, looking like Portland again.
That sounds beautiful.
Amazing.
It's looking
I'm
like
cool with
Portland
that.
again.
That's about what we got up here in Alaska.
Yeah. You're all hooded up and whatnot. What's up?
We've been doing some crazy shit. Shout out to the sponsor, Seward Ale House. We've been up here for the last 6 days, ripping that place apart, playing DMX Party Up every single night. We are back so hard. But that's not why
what are you
we
playing?
are here.
Natasha Bedingfield goes off, right?
Yo,
Natasha goes off. Yeah.
And what'd you play? Pocket Full of Sunshine?
Yeah, Pocket Full of Sunshine.
Oh, yeah.
Pocket Full of Sunshine goes off up there.
It doesn't sound like there's a single song that doesn't go off.
I heard a couple boy bands in there. O-Town, I could have sworn I heard some O-Town being played.
Definitely heard LFO Summer Girls because I made sure of that last night.
Did I hear Bop?
Oh, no one played Bop.
We
played a lot of Free Britney.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
A lot of
No Hanson.
So Free Britney has been the biggest moment of the night.
I have a Free Britney shirt.
Everywhere.
I have a shirt.
Everywhere.
I have a Free Britney shirt somewhere. Yeah, I have one.
Okay. All right. Balenciaga?
Yeah.
Balenciaga. It ain't Balenciaga.
We have to address the elephant.
Nobody has gifted me a Free Britney Balenciaga shirt.
The gentleman next to me is wearing a $400 Balenciaga DMX Rest in Peace t-shirt.
Yo, can we just
like a pauper sitting next to this gentleman?
Can we just give that shirt full camera for a second?
Yeah. Get out the way real quick, Colin.
Fashion show.
Colin, you gotta get your hand. There you go.
That shit is hard.
Yeah.
That shit is hard.
Yeah, that's fire.
Right.
That's insane.
Little time Roman numeral on
that shirt.
Side.
Hey,
on another podcast.
I bet you Spider Tech doesn't have it.
Call him up. Let's get him on the phone right now.
Call him up.
What we're here to do today, every day that we do this thing, is a battle between two artists head to head, their top 5 songs as viewed most popular on Spotify. This week is my pick. Gentlemen, 2 artists today are Rick James and Childish Gambino.
Hey.
Oh.
Nice job.
Let's get
Wait, Nick looked like he was about to throw up.
Good job. That's a good one.
Nick, initial thoughts.
Your picks are always like decades apart. I'm always like trying to like keep with the time, and so they're like kind of similar. And yours are just like water and oil. It's like.
Oh man!
But is
5
it
rounds
though?
today, gentlemen.
Is it though?
I think so. But I have a feeling once we get into this, I'm gonna find similarities.
Yeah. Okay, let's go.
Round 1, gentlemen. Rick James, Super Freak, or Childish Gambino, Redbone, starting with our guest, Tim Tones.
Ooh.
I knew it was gonna go this way.
God. I mean, I know which one I want to play every night, but you know what I'm saying? You're putting a song that's like fucking 30 years legendary up against a new
legend,
a new possibly timeless classic. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like to make a proper assessment, we need Redbone to do like 20 more years of time. You're gonna hate me. Like, if I'm going to play something, absolutely Redbone. If I'm gonna like write a thesis on the two, probably gonna go Super Freak.
Okay.
Because, you know, in a way, like, I see a lot of similarities just personality-wise between Childish Gambino and Rick James. So, you know, Rick James paving the way for a lot of cats. Prince, maybe? Did he pave the way for Prince?
Yeah.
Hendrix and Rick James equals Prince? Is that like a biochemical equation right there?
I'll take that.
But yeah, I'm definitely going right now. I'm going Redbone just because it's newer and I play it all the time.
Okay.
But
pass to our other guest, Grant. What do you got?
Oh man, I don't know if it's the Nick Bike edit.
Wait a minute. Which one?
Yeah.
Stronger edit.
He got edits of both.
Oh, because he's got the Rick James too.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
He's got he's got both.
See, but if I'm gonna go original, I'd probably go Super Freak. The original Redbone now, especially whenever I hear the original, it feels so slow. Like, it's still good. Like, I'll still listen to it, but yeah, definitely for playing. Like, if I'm going just OG Redbone, it always just feels like it's a little like just.
I'll agree there too. Like, I always end up playing like I have like a kind of like dance hall edit of it, and then I have the Nick Bike one as well, and it's always like one of those two. It's never the original. Yeah. So I agree with you there.
Yeah. Nick.
I love Rick. Super Freak is a monumental song.
Yeah.
But I hate it. I'm never playing Super Freak in my spare time. When I play a funk set, I'm not that guy, so I'm going with Childish Gambino. But I also agree with you guys. I'm playing Nick Bike edit over the original, but I'm never playing Super Freak. So
that's fair. That's fair. Travis and Nyla.
Wow. I am playing the original Redbone because to me it feels like a flip of Rather Be With You, Bootsy Collins, which I play before Redbone to go into that. So cool. I love Redbone, man. I love that song. Love that song.
Redbone?
I do too. I fucking love the shit out of that song.
He's really talking in it. Like he's really saying some shit. Like when you really peel back the layers of the lyrics.
Yeah.
Yo, Rick almost got swept on his most famous song. Okay. This is gonna be
because it's his most famous
But
song.
Yo, you gotta understand, like, you're talking with some motherfucking music heads right here. You know what I'm saying?
that if we were just entry level, like, I feel like we'd go with Super Freak.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know. I just
see.
Also, too, like, I feel like since as a child, I heard MC Hammer Can't Touch This before Super Freak. So I had like before I really discovered Rick James the correct way, I had 10 years of hearing Can't Touch This. So I feel like that kind of ruined it for me.
I was gonna say there's a song to ruin Super Freak even more than it does its own stuff.
That's funny.
Not the Migos Super Freak.
Like Super Freak wasn't famous enough. They had to make MC Hammer had to remake Super Freak to be more famous, and it's just like Jesus Christ, let the tune breathe, bro.
Yeah.
All right, music guys, round 2 here. Rick James, Give It To Me Baby, or Childish Gambino, 3005. We're gonna start with Travis. He's got a little twinkle in his eye. What do you got, Trav?
3005, man.
Woo!
3005. Oh my God.
Neek's nodding his head. Yes, Neek.
Oh no, 3005 is I think Gambino's best song. But
plus the music video too.
Yeah,
he's just chilling on a roller coaster by himself. Let's go.
Not beating Rick on this one. This is the Rick jam, like the big pop song that I fucking am with.
Really?
Okay.
I don't like this one.
I don't.
Gray.
Yeah, I don't like this one, especially now, like in the current era. Like every time I play it, I'm like, man, this song sounds so aggressive and rapey. Like it's a little wild to me now, especially. Like, I don't know, man. And it goes for so long. Like, even when I played at corporate events, I'm like, is this a corporate song? I don't know, man.
That's funny, because I guess you're right.
But then on the flip side, 3005 sounds so pretty. I almost always accidentally play it on the radio, and I'm like, oh shit, wait, no, the whole chorus is gonna get bleeped out. I can't do that. But yeah, I'm going 3005.
All right, Tim.
I'm going Rick James all day. The horn arrangement is fucking A1. Can I swear on here? Is that okay?
Oh yeah,
yeah, you're good.
Oh yeah.
Sorry. The horn arrangement is A1, and his vocal phrasing. Besides, I do agree with Gray that like the topic, the way it's stated, doesn't really translate to just today's PC culture.
Yeah.
But the phrasing on those vocals is top notch. Like I'm singing the whole first verse in my head right now off top, and it's just like, you know what I'm saying? I can hear it. So that record for me, I kind of like, that was one of the first ones where I discovered Rick James as Rick James instead of, like I said, through a Hammer record. So yeah, definitely give it to me for that.
All right, that's a tie. I will break that tie here, not because I want to, but because I have to. I'm going to go with Rick James. That just sets the party off through the roof. Every single
those horns, bro. Those horns.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
That's some power shit. Like that shit is heavy.
Heavy, bro. Round 3, gentlemen, it's going to get a little bit more difficult here. Mary Jane from Rick or Feels Like Summer from Childish Gambino. Starting with...
That's a solid matchup.
That is a solid matchup.
Rick.
Okay.
Every time.
Gray.
Yeah, I'm going Rick with that one too. Feels Like Summer is good. I like it, but it always kind of felt like a little more filler. Mary Jane feels like if you play it right, it'll go crazy. Well, especially up here, I guess. Whenever we do like 420 festivals and stuff, it's like, yeah, what else you know, set the party off. But and Feels Like Summer is a jam, but again, it's just like, I don't know, it never really hit for me.
Tim.
I love the hook on that song though.
Yeah.
Like that falsetto.
Easy.
It's cool.
And the
Rick
song
James
does
all
feel
day.
like summer.
Rick
James all day.
Travis.
Like,
for those of you that are just listening and not watching, Travis is smoking crack right now.
Whoa.
Is that what we're doing?
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
That's a sweep from Rick. Moving on to round 4, gentlemen. Rick James, Fire and Desire versus Childish Gambino. This is America. Starting with Gray.
Definitely not This Is America. I hate that song. I hate that song.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. It felt like the video was dope. The concept was dope. I liked it, but it always felt like, I don't know. I just never hit for me. I never liked it.
Okay.
So yeah.
Fire and Desire.
Fire and
Okay.
Desire for me.
Travis.
I love This Is America. But Fire and Desire. Fire and Desire is a fucking jam.
Fire and Desire, for lack of a better word, is fire.
Yeah.
Tim.
I'm going Childish on this one.
Okay.
This Is America, probably one of the most important records of the past 5 years. And you know, also too, the acapella was available. I made a dope house edit with it. A lot of people made dope edits with it. So it really had like, I don't know. I feel like that's going to be, when you look back at Childish Gambino, that's going to be like, there's going to be like, you know, Redbone, this record, and then This Is America. Like, that's, you know what I'm saying? He had to make a statement somehow, and definitely irrelevant. However you take where he's shooting at.
Yeah.
You know, some people think he's shooting at like in the country. Some people think he's shooting at like the industry. Some people think he's shooting at both. So I just think, you know, it was a brave move and it worked out really well.
Yeah.
Neek.
Fire and Desire. This just kind of keeps going back to I like Childish Gambino and his songwriting, but I think about Rick and the level of musicianship that's going into this these songs, and he's producing everything, writing everything. He's full blown composing these smash pop records. I can't. To me, from a non-musician, is that, the levels are just different. Rick James is just on a higher tier. So if we're comparing good songs, a Rick James song is just always going to be far above and beyond anything that a modern hip hop musician is going to make.
But I feel like Donald Glover too has a hand in all parts of the process as well. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this dude is definitely prolific artist across the board.
I don't think he's picking beats or nothing like that. I'll take that one or something like that. I believe you have a hand in it.
No, yeah, he's definitely sitting in the studio with Ludwig.
Right.
You know,
but he's not
they're making magic.
Playing bass and
You're right. That's love.
You know what I mean?
That's all love.
But didn't he direct the music video for This Is America?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Like I said, like those aspects of it, I really enjoyed that part of it. I was all the symbolism, all the dancing, all that shit. I was like, that was dope, really dope. Just
there is a level of artistry, not even a level. There is artistry that's going into Childish Gambino stuff. But I think about maybe it's a conversation of digital versus analog.
Yeah.
I just feel all that's good and fine, but it's still digital music. And Rick James is literally playing instruments and laying down a track on tape. And to me, that's harder. That's more difficult. That's more impressive. I'm going with Rick.
I feel you.
Round 5, gentlemen. We've already decided who's the winner, but we'll still run with it anyways. Ghetto Life versus Sober. Let's start with Jupiter.
Man, Sober just reminds me of summer 2010, bro. Sober. Ghetto Life is a fire song, and even better remake of it with Busta that did it, but Sober.
Great.
I'm going Sober too. That song is such a
song is fire.
And that video, him dancing in the restaurant.
Tim.
Oh, Rick, baby. Classic fucking film, boy. When I was a young boy. Come on, bro. And he's from Buffalo. I know what that ghetto looks like.
Yeah.
You know what it looks like? Shit.
It does.
So, props to fucking Rick, man. Props to Rick.
Shout out. Neek.
Yo, I know this whole round it sounds like I'm shitting on Donald Glover.
You are.
So let me take my moment to give this man his flowers. I've been following him since his comedy skits on YouTube. I am a fan. And this song is a perfect example of how good he is at making melodies.
Yeah.
But Rick James is one of the fucking if there was a Mount Rushmore of funk, Rick's face is on it.
Without a doubt.
This is a perfect example of how to fucking slap the shit out of a bass.
Yeah.
Rick James.
And we're not even touching like Mary Jane Girls, dude.
And all the other shit he did outside of that,
I was about to get to
not for nothing. I'm a Prince.
Who do you think wrote All Night Long? It wasn't the Mary Jane Girls. I'll give you a clue.
Right. Hey, Nick, Prince or Rick James?
Oh, that's fucked up. So
no, it's not. It's not.
It's not fucked up. I'll say this. My answer.
Yo, Rick. Okay, no. Hold on. I'll say this though. Rick started putting out a couple things before Prince did. And
yes, and that's what I was gonna say. My answer to the question is Prince, but I think Prince was doing Rick James better.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think Prince was doing all the things that Rick did first,
Okay.
It's better.
So
It's
why don't you give it to the originator?
It's because the end product is just.
I'm just trying to get you to
better.
shit on Prince.
I know, but I can't because I will say that I believe that Rick is the originator. Rick started, like, he created like the idea of like, I compose my own music. Well, maybe not create the idea of it, but he did it before Prince, where he's like, okay, cool. Now I'm going to create a female supergroup with my music. And I'm also going to create a side band with a lead male vocalist and a whole other band.
Mm-hmm.
And he did his thing with like his version of the time, which was the do-rags.
Right.
And like, I mean, nobody knows about them because they're not very good. Like, they weren't as huge or as good, rather, as Morris. Because it turned out that Morris was actually a fucking genius too.
Morris,
so and so yeah, like Rick did it first, and he did great, obviously, because Rick is amazing. But Prince did Rick fucking far and beyond. He took it to space.
Yeah, yo, I mean, bro, it's like comparing geniuses. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it like for sure is.
You know what I'm saying? Like Newton found gravity and Einstein created the atom bomb. Which one had more impact? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like Rick James created that lane for Prince to stand in, but like, yo, Prince, like the compositional skills and the writing, just bro, you can't get better than that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can't get better than that.
He's probably one of the greatest. Like he plays every instrument better than people who only.
It's always crazy whenever you open up Prince album.
Hey, look,
like everything Prince. It's like, all right, well.
Written, directed, and composed by Prince.
Prince didn't have a song with Eddie Murphy though, or did he?
Yeah.
Bold of you to say that, having not looked in the vault yet, sir.
I know. I'm saying, or did he?
I don't know that.
Yeah, Travis fired that one off, and somebody holding the vault is like,
I know.
And
I want them to release it.
Yeah,
I'm definitely not a Michael hater either. I love me some MJ, but I mean, Prince turned down the opportunity to do a song with MJ.
Yeah, because he knew Quincy Jones was writing MJ shit.
Mm-hmm.
Quincy Jones is the man.
Like, you had this is how dope Prince is, man. Because MJ was him and Quincy Jones. It was the two of them, right? You see like the whole dynamic there, obviously. So you got a Pisces and a Virgo going up against one Gemini. That Gemini was like, fuck y'all.
He just put so much out, and like the success rate obviously goes to MJ on this. Like, even after the Quincy phase,
and
it was still good.
Yeah. I mean,
well, yeah, before like and before. I'm completely all the Jackson 5 shit. He's been like, the biggest artist on the planet Earth since.
It's crazy.
And
I just feel like collabs like that never happen because that's something that the public wants, but it's something that the artists never really want. Like, how many times have Jay-Z and Drake collaborated? Like, just like once or twice, right?
Right.
And they're probably
things. It's like why there's no good super groups. Like, not that many anyway. It's because it's too many chefs in the kitchen.
Yeah. And they're like, I don't really need this dude to sell records. It's not a good look for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm already selling a shit ton of records on my own.
Exactly. It's
I
just
feel
like
it's
Michael
just like
Jackson. Us. Go ahead.
I feel like Michael Jackson in his career tried to do that because he was so monumental. He was like the biggest thing on the planet. So like he went with giants. And like Stevie Wonder, I think we can all agree, is one of the greatest musicians in music. He's up there with these people we're talking about, and he did a song with him. And like, no, it's not Michael Jackson. It's not Beat It or Thriller. It's a good song, and he did Paul McCartney.
No, it's just friends though. That song is fire though, off of the bad album.
Like and I'm not saying any of these songs are bad, but they're not the biggest songs on his catalog. You know what I'm saying? Like, We as Heads like these songs, but they're not on his top 5 on Spotify.
Yeah. So a real question,
probably not even his top 10. So like, is the collaboration even? Would Bad would have been better, or no? Would Bad would been better if Prince was on it? I don't think so.
Nah, because they had the same audience. Like,
Yeah.
It's like
at the time,
it's
And
like
I feel like, and I also feel like, I feel like Michael Jackson at the time too probably wouldn't have let Prince get as weird as Prince was at that time. You know what I mean?
Right.
It would have been a muted version of Prince on the album.
right.
My,
What about this though? Think about this. So Eddie Van Halen played guitar on Beat It.
Right.
If I remember correctly, he wasn't in the video, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Why was he not in the video?
I think
Weren't they on
Slash
tour?
was in the video or somebody
No,
was
nobody.
like that?
Nobody was in the video playing guitar with that.
Yeah.
I know.
Weren't they on tour?
They might have been. I'm gonna look that one up in my free time because that's something I always wondered too. Like, were they trying to like? Was he on tour? Or was it like some type of shade thrown? Because Van Halen was huge at that time too.
Yeah.
But that's a move.
I don't think there was any shade being thrown on that one. I don't think they were. I think they were on tour.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think Mike, unless like Eddie was like on some like wild
Rockstar
shit.
shit or
I
something,
can't
yeah.
speak. I don't really know about that genre and like the inner workings and like anything of it. But yeah, I don't know if I don't know. I feel like Mike was big on collaborating with big artists. I think if the opportunity came to like put Eddie Van Halen on like, hey, this is another huge artist I'm with, he would do it. He would do it.
But also too, like the crossover appeal there too is like I think that's something they would want to capitalize on.
Yeah.
You know, like if that collaboration happened today, it would definitely be like a feature, a video, like
Monumental.
Right.
Yeah, they would somehow work like, you know, Eddie playing like rhythm guitar into the mix. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
like before he did the solo
right.
even.
Yeah, Eddie did catch the amp on fire too in that studio session during recording that as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Grant's got to go. Everyone say goodbye to Grant. He's got to go DJ a
Later,
wedding.
Grant.
See you, Grant.
Love y'all.
This is
Later,
a lesson in blue collar DJing, working and getting that bag, ladies and gentlemen. And then there were 4. I do want to touch on this. I found this out today or yesterday actually. Superstition from Stevie Wonder is kind of a cover song. As the story goes, Stevie Wonder heard that Jeff Beck was an admirer of his work prior to the Talking Book sessions. Wonder was playing just about every instrument on the album and decided to lighten the load by drafting in Jeff Beck, who agreed. Beck agreed to play in exchange for a song. However, when the pair were in the studio, Beck came up with the drum beat and Wonder ended up picking up the guitar, after all, and improvising a riff. The duo crafted a rough demo of the song. Wonder allowed Beck to take Superstition as his own. He put out his version of Superstition, and then Berry Gordy encouraged Stevie Wonder to record his own polished version of Superstition, which became Stevie Wonder's Superstition.
Wow, that just gave me chills, dude.
Berry Gordy heard it for the first time. He's like, wait a minute.
That's a jam.
You were in the session with this? Yeah. I wrote it and sang it with him. Stevie,
yeah,
we don't get our money back with this one.
Yeah. Talk about doing it all. Stevie picked up the guitar.
Hey,
took over the guitar
you heard all these artists re-recording their songs, right? So that they could get their money for their masters.
And I feel like
Stevie re-recorded Superstition, and that's what happened.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And I feel like Jeff Beck wouldn't care because he like if you do your homework on him, like obviously I'm a guitar player. I've done my homework on guitar players.
Yeah.
So like Jeff Beck is like obviously known for being a guitar legend, but on top of that, he's also very well known for like making a bunch of dope shit and just fucking like leaving it in the can, like being like, nah, we're not gonna do that one. And they're like, but this shit is amazing. He's like, nah, I don't care. That wasn't it.
Wow.
So I can see that. I can see him be like, you know what, bro? Just release it. I'll get my little like songwriting credit somewhere in the line there. Like, we'll be good.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's in the liner notes.
That's so crazy when your dad
is he in the liner?
That I'm not sure of. If you do look on YouTube though, Google
Nick, do you have
Jeff
that,
Beck
though?
Superstition.
Yeah.
You can find Jeff Beck's version.
Oh, Nick's gonna look at the fucking actual album credits, bro.
I know I could do a Wikipedia real quick, but
we got our best guy on the scene here. What do we got, Nick?
We got a guy on the scene. We got a guy on the scene. Not our best, but a guy.
We're so close to
Definitely-
Nick
you're definitely
having
our best
the
guy.
library ladder where he just slides
Yeah.
across and pulls an album. We are so close. We're just a couple crates away from that. I cannot wait.
I'm
You might
actually
have
gonna
lost
have to get a
Nick,
bigger
actually.
ship. No, I'm here. I'm down here.
Yeah, that library, I've seen it. It's immaculately organized. Like,
Yeah.
it's,
I'm
To
surprised it's
find
taking them this long to find it because of how organized
Well,
it is.
I gotta figure out which. It's one of 3
While Nick
albums.
is doing that, let's ask, gentlemen, what songs did you expect from Rick James or Childish to be on here that weren't? Anything?
Man, Freaks and Geek, but I know that that's a kind of like a underground Childish song. But I love that song.
Summertime Magic.
Um,
That's a record I really like.
Summertime Magic. Yeah, Summertime Magic.
Yeah.
That was a 2-pack with It Feels Like Summer. EP.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I love that one. I still play like that or edits of that all the time.
Oh, Cold Blooded for Rick James.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cold-Blooded, You and I.
Yeah.
You and I.
Oh, You and I is great.
Standing on the Top with the Temptations. That's a
Oh,
banger.
yeah.
Ebony Eyes with Smokey.
Ebony Eyes, yeah.
Yo, what album is Superstition on?
Superstition. Is that the name of the album?
No, Intervisions?
Maybe. Intervisions are songs in the key of life, maybe.
Yeah, it's one of those for sure.
It
This
is
might be
on
one.
Talking Book.
Oh, it's on Talking.
Oh, wow.
That's why I'm sitting here looking at the wrong albums.
We both got fucked up on that one.
As music
Embarrassing.
guys, we know.
Yeah, as music guys, we know.
As
We know
music
more
heads,
than
we know
anyone.
we just fucked up.
I'm very embarrassed. Forgive me for anybody who's actually gone through this.
That's all right. YouTube will
Oh,
come.
yeah, these are the lyrics. Yeah, well, YouTube will cut us off. It will hit us with that one real quick. Superstition. No, it says I have sax and trumpet by 2 different artists. Recorded at mastering.
Who's got the writing credit though?
I know.
Jeff
I
Beck's
don't. There's.
supposed to have the drum beat on this, according to the interwebs.
Oh, Jeff Beck, Looking for Another Pure Love, is lead guitar.
Ah, okay.
Mm.
And I'm trying to see if his name pops up again anywhere else. No, but the liner notes on here, because on the back it's just lyrics, and then the liner notes on the inside. Oh wait, here we go. Writer credits. Here we go. Just Stevie Wonder for Superstition.
Wow.
Whoa.
So he must have just gave it to him. He must have gave it to him.
Man, he definitely
He
did.
must have just gave it to him.
Dang.
Or
But
they
his
bought-
name is in here for guitar on Looking for Another Pure Love.
So he got paid in the back end.
Maybe they paid
That's
him.
crazy.
Maybe they just paid him a chunk. Like, yo, here.
Yeah.
Yeah, they must have bought it outright or something. I don't know, but his name
plus
is not
two-
mentioned here.
Plus, too, like back then, bro, cats like just did shit just to
True.
do it.
True.
Yeah.
Like Eric Clapton on My Guitar Gently Weeps. He
Yeah.
didn't get paid for that. He just did that
Well,
because
if
it was the Beatles.
If I remember correctly, Eddie Van Halen wasn't even supposed to be on Beat It. Am I right?
No, he was in the studio.
Yeah, he just happened to be in the
And that's just
studio.
how that worked out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So-
And then I know for like if you're Eric Clapton like connoisseur, which I kind of am, when he did Derek and the Dominoes in 1970, Dwayne Allman from the Allman Brothers is all over that album, and he actually wrote the riff to Layla.
Mm.
And I don't
That's
think he gets
true.
credit for that. Like I don't think he took any credits for it.
They
Interesting.
toured that album, and Dwayne died right after.
Yeah.
With Derek and the Dominoes, which is tragic, absolutely fucking tragic, because Dwayne obviously went on to be one of the greatest guitarists of all time.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Due to that,
What's crazy is like they did an interview around the time that album came out, and like this is how nonchalant these cats were back then, man. It was like they were like, how come you didn't label who was doing what on the credits? And Dwayne Allman was like, if you know the difference between a Stratocaster and a Les Paul, you'll know who's playing what. And I was like, Jesus Christ, dude. Probably like one of the biggest moments of his career. And he was just like, hey, it's all good.
It's crazy.
Wow.
There's these little intricacies in music history that just blow my mind. Like I found out like last year that Lemmy from Motorhead was a guitar tech for Jimi Hendrix when he was on tour.
What?
And that's melted my brain. I read that in his autobiography and I was like, no fucking way. So
he got to see God in the flesh.
Read your books because you learn so much that's just not on the internet, just random things.
Also, too, about Jimmy. Listen to this shit about Jimmy. I've read his that Electric Lady autobiography a couple times.
Yeah.
And sorry, biography. It's not an autobiography. And Little Rich, he was in Little Richard's band. They fucking kicked him out because he was too good, man.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
He was Little Richard thought that like, how can you show up Little Richard, first of all? Second of all,
right.
Jimi Hendrix was doing it every night, apparently.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
That's wild to me.
Totally.
So you need to sit your ass down, boy.
No, he was like, yo, take that shit somewhere else, son.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. And before that, Jimmy was a guitar player in a military band when he was in the Army. So there you go.
Yep.
Fun facts. Let's take it to the lightning round, gentlemen. Tim, we ask you a this or a that. You can tell us as little or as much information as you'd like. Only you are going to be answering these questions. You can keep one artist of the two, starting with Beastie Boys or Run DMC.
Run DMC.
Luther or Michael Bolton?
Luther.
Steely Dan or Gangstar?
Wow. That was a curveball. Jesus.
Telling you, water and vinegar.
Gangstar.
Big L or Big Pun?
Wow. Okay, Bronx or Harlem? Big L.
The Roots or NERD?
The Roots all day.
Das Effects or Fushnikins?
Really? Wow. I'm gonna have to go with who I heard first, Fushnikins.
Oh.
Nice.
The Baby or Lil Baby?
Say that again?
The Baby or Lil Baby?
Little Baby.
Diddy or Rick Ross?
Rick Ross.
Aerosmith or Bon Jovi?
Aerosmith.
Shalimar or Kool and the Gang?
Kool and the Gang.
David Bowie or Queen?
Ooh, that's a good one. God, I love them both. I gotta go Queen.
Okay. Zap or Gap?
You mean like Gap Band?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Zap. Zap.
Okay. Clips or Mobb Deep?
Mobb Deep.
Weekend or Party Next Door?
Party Next Door.
Ooh,
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
I know he doesn't have nearly the catalog, but yo, Preach. Oh my God. I think Preach blows away half of the Weeknd's catalog just itself.
Nice.
Okay.
Unpopular opinions all day.
I love it. I love it.
I like that.
Travis Scott or Future?
Travis Scott.
Kendrick or J. Cole?
Kenny. Yeah, Kenny. Yep.
What's the holdup on that?
I do love Cole. What?
Okay, I said, what's the holdup on that one?
I mean, I heard Cole in 07, bro, and he was nasty back then. He's Kenny's still a rookie compared to him. But Kenny, like, bro, that Good Kid, Mad City album. Oh my God, it was on repeat for like easily 6 months.
That's fair. Drake or Dr. Dre?
That's like apples and oranges again. I gotta go Dre.
Trick Daddy or Gucci?
Oh wow. gonna go Trick. He loves the kids.
True. This
Weezer
checks
or
out.
Blink?
Weezer or Blink?
Yep.
Fuck, man. I gotta go Blink just because of their first album, which no like mainstream Blink fan really cares about, but it's the best album they ever did.
AC/DC or Guns N' Roses?
Woo. Wow. AC/DC.
Okay. Sade or Aaliyah?
Bro. These type of comparisons get you haters.
Yep.
I gotta go. I'm gonna go Sade.
Earth, Wind, and Fire or Chic?
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Jimi Hendrix or Santana?
That's easy. Hendrix all day.
Okay. Phil Collins or George Michael?
Phil.
Okay. Missy or Busta?
Phil is like the white bald Rick James, dude, for white people.
I mean, hey,
I'm absolutely serious.
I like where you're going with that one.
Ultimate
that.
composer, sings, writes, plays the fucking drums. Probably plays everything else too. You know.
Had a group.
Yep, had a group.
This checks out.
I like where you're going with that.
Missy or Busta?
Jesus, that's hard. I want to say as a DJ, Missy, as a listener, Busta.
Okay. Neat.
Uh,
We letting that slide?
You gotta pick one, man. I wanted to let it slide because we're friends, but like I've told so many people. I told fucking Treasure Fingers he had to do it, so you gotta do it.
I gotta go Busta.
Okay.
What about?
And last but not least,
hold on, Colin. I got one for Boyz II Men or Jodeci.
Wow. Jodeci.
you lucked out, Travis. You lucked out.
I did.
Last but not least, every week we ask it: Outkast or Hall & Oates?
Jeez. God. Outkast.
Final answer. All right. You survived the lightning round, sir. Nicely done. Tim, tell us about Let's Be Friends.
Yeah, man.
Okay, so Let's Be Friends is a party that me and my boy M. Coop started back in 2015 in Rochester, New York. And the reason why it started is actually very different from the direction the party eventually took on. So we initially started it because we just wanted to play like new hood records, but there wasn't enough clubs. So we were like, let's just start our own party. We'll call it Let's Be Friends. So that way, like, you know, if we have to sell it to a venue, who's gonna turn down a party named Let's Be Friends, right? So that's how it started. Was, you know, we would play just whatever at the time, like Migos, whatever it was that was current hip hop. And the more we started doing it, the more we started realizing like our natural like fan base was something different there, because we'd always collaborated on music together. Like I've known Coop since probably the late 90s, and I've been his DJ when he's rapping for a long time. And then when like it got to the point where we were like, we got sick of doing hip hop shows, and he was like, yo, let's just do a party, bro. That way we can just, you know, have the stage all night and we can just kind of do what we want. And I was like, okay. And then we started doing it like that. And we realized we were getting like the same audiences, you know, from the hip hop shows for this party. So we gradually started working in like shit that we, you know, we'd always loved, you know, like all the native tongue classics. And then as the selection movement started to grow, we threw some of that stuff in there as well. We were always playing Jersey though. We always played Jersey. That was kind of like our like big highlight of the night, was like we played like the hip hop shit, and then a couple of joints that we were, you know, onto ourselves, and then always Jersey for the hype shit. And we still do a lot of Jersey like here and there. I feel like people should be releasing more Jersey bounce. That's definitely like
absolutely agree.
That's a lane that like kind of fell by I don't want to say it fell by the wayside because people still play it, but it needs to be in more sets for sure.
Absolutely.
So by that time, we kind of had the identity for our party, and it was just like, okay, we're just gonna play shit that we like, And by that time, I've been in the game like 15 years, so I kind of knew how to work a room anyway. So just working the room with shit that you like is obviously way more fun than playing like a standard format. So in 2017, I met my wife. I was working in Atlantic City a lot. Connections through there gave me connections in Vegas. My wife's parents are originally from here, so we moved out here. And I told Koopa, I was like, listen, we're gonna do this party bi-coastal for, a little bit, and then if you like it out here, I feel like this could be the move doing it out here. He traveled back and forth for like 3 or 4 parties while doing parties in New York, and then at the end of 2019, he moved out here. We kind of this is our home base now.
Nice.
Love that. And you guys are at 18 bin, right?
Yeah, we're at 18 bin right now. We had a year residency at Commonwealth. Right before shutdown, we smashed one at On the Record.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, literally the day before shutdown. I'll never forget it. March 11th.
Yeah.
March 12th, everything shut down. But we're looking
How was that party?
What's that?
How was that last party?
Oh, it was amazing. It was our best one. It was our best one. Just, the team over there On the Record is really, they're really conducive to like lending their space to you. Like people, entertainment managers and GMs in general in Vegas, I feel like are very protective of their space. So everything needs to be approved and they need to like it for their venue. On the Record was just like a perfect fit. They were like, we want to do A, B, C, and D. Because we feel like this would be best for us. And they're like, we love it. Just, we want to do what's best for you. Make the space your own. So say less. It was a smash.
Nice.
I do want to talk to you a little bit about quarantine and the pandemic and all of that. Coming out of that, now you made the pivot to go to Twitch like many other DJs. You decided to go that route. You're playing guitar live on there, which kind of brought a different element that no one else was really fucking with at that moment. You set yourself in your own lane, which kind of led to get you some exposure on that element. Are you still continuing to stream on Twitch now?
I haven't streamed in about 2 to 3 weeks because I like, this has been the busiest month I've had in a long time, even before quarantine. Just a lot of stuff is not big stuff, not casino shit, but like a lot of good money is being like handed out right now. So you kind of got to jump on it and see what's good. But so Twitch is kind of like falling by the wayside for a minute, but I do intend, like once my schedule settles in, I 1000% am going to be back on it because it's an invaluable tool just to, promote yourself, really just have people focus on just you. And I feel like, doing that during quarantine, like DJing in Vegas before quarantine, coming from New York, coming from a place where, I controlled my price. I got the door of the spot. I was, I was running the show and the spot was like a conduit, right? Yeah. And then moving out to Vegas and still getting a little bit of that, through downtown and Commonwealth with my friends, but everything else was very, very structured. This is the spot you're playing. Be here at this time. Play this type of music. It's all clean music tonight. It's this tonight. It's that. So Twitch kind of like,
it freed you up.
I was like, wow, I can do whatever the fuck I want here. And I was just like, this is kind of cool, And I feel like it led to opening other doors for me as an artist, in terms of like, there's different lanes to go in Vegas. You don't have to go the industry route where you're playing, lounges and, what, et cetera, trying to get in up top with an agency. You can do your own thing. Not to say that like, you don't still want to getting good with an agency as well, because whoever's on your team is obviously helping you. But I feel like I was unbalanced for an amount of time. You know, I like the ease of agency stuff where you're being set up, hopefully to a place that's conducive to you. But I also like being able to control my own hand and like create something. You know what I mean?
Right. You would say Let's Be Friends is 100% Tim Tones, your ideal gig?
Yeah. I mean, if I could do Let's Be Friends like every weekend and tour the country with it, I would. And I'm sure Coop would tell you the same thing. Like, he's my right-hand man. Everything that I create or everything that he has an idea for that I draw up in Photoshop or whatever, both goes by both of our eyes and is checked in balance by both of us. So it's truly a collaborative process, you know, regardless of how like the creative start point begins. You know, like sometimes I'll come with a design or an idea for an event and he'll be like, yeah, I like that. Let's do this too. Or he'll come through and say, yo, I got this idea for this hat or like whatever. Let's, you know, draw it up. Let's see what happens. So yeah. And I mean, it's just beautiful, man. Like, it's just the fact that, you know, we've been together this long, you know, him being a black kid, me being a white kid, met through skateboarding and music, and just, you want a template for like a biracial relationship? Like, this is it. Like, bro, there's been days where we've like been like clenched fist yelling at each other over ideas and shit. And at the end of the day, it's all love. So it's like, I don't know how much closer you can get to a person than that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's
so
dope, man.
Just, I don't know. To me, like, the party doesn't exist without him. And that's forever. Like, if he like, you know, moved to an island somewhere, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it anymore.
Did you feel like you jumped through a lot more hurdles throwing this party in Vegas than any other city?
Yeah. Yes. You know, not only are you competing, because a lot of times it's, you know, DJs that bring you stuff. So you're kind of competing with the people that are feeding you, if that makes sense, right? So it's definitely like a weird delineation, because once I get my own space, I have my own vision. Like, I'm like, let me push it as far as I can fucking go. Like, I want like the whole street around that venue to know that Let's Be Friends is the shit. And that's not to trample on anyone else. That's just, I feel like that's how strong I feel about my own product. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, there's the hurdles, you know, venue restrictions as far as branding, people that fuck with it and then not fuck with it because they realize it's kind of like in their lane too. Or like the affiliations that you have with other people. So much hurdles. Some days I just sit here. Some days I just sit at home and like feel defeated about pretty much everything related to the party. And I have to just like remind myself that, you know, if you feel defeated, the best thing to do is to keep moving, because why would you sit in a feeling of defeat, you know? So it's real. You know, I'm being real with you guys. It's not all fucking, you know, roses and flowers all the time. It's definitely like a lot of back end, you know, coming to terms with people and agreements and like compromising, and that's how it is.
I think you definitely have a leg up in the fact that a lot of DJs fuck with your vision. And I do want to make sure we give you your flowers while you're on here, because I see the videos from the parties and I'm like, yo, everyone is there. Everyone you want to see is in the building. You got Buck on padding the drums out. You got Cricket hanging out. You got all your favorite DJs in one building. And it's like, yo, you did this on your own. So big ups to you, sir. While we got you on here.
Also, too, that's true. I did. A big up to Cricket, because she was initially the person who got me into Commonwealth. I was doing the party at Velveteen Rabbit. Okay. So I literally got into Vegas, was here like maybe 3 months. And I was like, one night I was like, all right, I need to find a spot for the party. So I started going around downtown venues, going into like 10 places, being like, what's your least busiest night? Finally, stopped on Velveteen Rabbit. And I was like, all right, let's do it here. And then did 3 or 4 of them there and just networked. And then it just one of those lucky things where they were having turnover, I think, for nightlife director at Commonwealth. And Cricket was like, just do your party downstairs when I do Playhouse. And let's do that. I was like, say less.
Yeah.
And she really pushed me to make it kind of what it turned into. Cause I would be like, yo, you know, certain people want this and that. And she was just like, yo, just don't ask people, just do what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, so big props to her. She definitely played a big hand in it. That's why, you know, when she comes out and she can support when she's not busy doing her own shit, like I feel so grateful. But yeah, definitely want to shout her out big time.
Oh yeah, shout out Crick. Yeah,
Big shout out to
Crix gets the red carpet treatment
for real
at every fucking event because she has had her hand in helping so many DJs get their footing in Vegas. She is, and I don't think a lot of people really give her credit for this. She is absolutely a pivotal part in the downtown scene and the DJ community in it. She's put so many people on, myself included, Tim, and so many other people, and helped us get our footing. So Crick's absolutely,
and she's, you know, she's honest and forthright with you at the same time too. Like, and that kind of thing is just invaluable out here, especially. So shout out Cricket, man.
Yeah, shout out.
Love
absolutely.
you. Big love. Big love.
We have a lot of listeners that are DJs that are looking to break into Vegas that are all over the place, actually. Give them kind of a rundown of the difference in DJing downtown and DJing on the Strip, because I know a lot of people don't really know downtown. They don't know throwing your own party. They just know Omnia, CO2, bottle service, and there's so much more to Vegas than just that.
Right, and this question goes for the tourists too.
Yeah,
you know, it's night and day. What else more can you say? Like, it's night and day. You know, the Strip is very, very corporate. At the same time, you know, it's also very fun. They also, you know, they have a lot of venues that are established in certain lanes. And, you know, if you want to see some crazy shit hip hop wise, you can go to Dre's. You might run into, you know, Jeremiah at Dre's after hours just hanging out.
Right.
So like, that's what I would say. Like, if you're down at the Strip, like your chance to run into some celebrities and maybe like brush elbows with them, it's there. If you're a DJ, it's a tough spot to get into. Tough spot to get into. You need to have somebody, not even just an agency. You need to have someone that's, you know, the entertainment director at a nightclub or a spot that really fucks with you, to get you in there, even if you have an agency, you know. So that's just how it is. But and then if you want to compare that to downtown is still kind of like the same thing. You still have to know your people. There's still entertainment directors. There's still people you got to go through. You get a little bit more freedom, DJ wise. Like I said, throwing your own party. If you know that person, you can pitch it correctly. You're there. Tourist wise, you know, downtown is just, you can walk everywhere. You know, it's not too hard to get into a spot. You just got to wait for a line a little bit. Drinks should be cheaper. I don't know. Some spots they're not.
Yeah.
But
that's fine.
But yeah, overall, I think the main difference between, you know, Strip and downtown is like they both have big budgets, but one gives you like that star feel, and then one gives you that like, okay, this kind of feels like home. Like you might see you might see your next door neighbor downtown. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Now you straddle that line too, because you do play a major part in the programming over at Best Friend as your resident DJ over there.
Yes, shout out to Mac Agency on that one.
Shout out
Eddie Mac.
Shout out to Eddie. He plugged me in there. What was it, like a year before quarantine? We just, meeting him and just talking about like, and he's such a cool dude because he's a music head. Yeah. So it's like, we're talking about boom bap shit. And he's like, yo, I'm not really a boom bap head. He's like, I love the shit. But like, Milo is a legend and works closely with Eddie. So he can still talk boom bap stuff because he knows Milo. And I think just through talking like that and just seeing him on the record all the time, he was like, yo, why don't you try out Best Friend? And they liked me. It's a good fit. It's kind of like a dream gig in a way, like playing 90s hip hop all night. Not a lot of expectation as far as crowds go because it's a restaurant. People love the vibe. People are coming up to me constantly like, oh my God, like you can't hear this shit in Vegas anywhere. So Roy has created an environment over there that's very hits the spot for his clientele. Mm-hmm. And he's a super nice dude.
And it doesn't hurt that the food is so fucking good over there.
Oh my God, food is so bomb. Food is so good there. Food is so good.
I still have yet to try it.
Oh, Neek.
You haven't eaten there yet.
I haven't been.
Oh, that's so good.
You gotta.
I mean, now that things are open.
Hey, next time you take a meeting with Eddie for On the Record, make sure he takes you there for the meeting.
Let's put that out there.
Just come through when I'm DJing there, bro. I'll give you my comp meal. You can try it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. I mean,
I'll make sure you get the best things.
Usually, when you're DJing there, I'm DJing somewhere else. But
facts.
At his party, right?
True.
That's how that works. It's like, yo,
I'm DJing. I'm playing Let's Be Friends while he's at Best Friend.
Yeah. Y'all are two ships in the night, man. Yo, that's dope. Tim, tell us, does turntablism still play a role in club DJing?
Ooh, that is a good question. That is a very good question. Because I want to say, yeah, it does in a very limited role.
Okay.
So if I consider like edit making on the fly and in general, like live mashups, I consider that part of turntablism now. Turntablism has gone from, putting labels on records and just making music with records to something like that is like in outer space now. Almost to the point where like you see someone like you watch A-Track's like winning routine, like what year did he win it? 96, I think, or even Craze when he won in like 99, 2000, and 01. Or was he 98, 99, 2000? I think that was those years. But when he won too, it's like you watch that shit now and you're like, okay, like this is crazy, but it's still, it seems like it's old school now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I come from that era, like, Babu and the Beat Junkies, those are my heroes when I started DJing. That's what I emulated. So I feel like it hasn't left club DJing, but I feel like you need the right club for it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So if you're talking Vegas, it would work better at a spot like On the Record than it would at like, Jewel or Omnia.
Yeah. I was curious about that because I see that Four Color Zach is playing in Vegas more, and I know the level of DJing that he brings to it. And I'm wondering if the crowd can even understand what the fuck is actually going on during that.
So actually, that's funny you bring that up. I was there. What did he play there last week or 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, where was that? Marquee?
Yeah, he was at Marquee. He killed it. Absolutely killed it. But yeah, it wasn't like, I mean, he has so many dimensions to his DJing, right? Mm-hmm. Like there's Zach, the Red Bull freestyle guy.
Right.
There's Zach, the Twitch guy. Like all these things are very, very different.
Yeah.
And then I was pleasantly surprised at his Marquee set because I was like, everyone knows Marquee is, I would say it's more close to a house club than anything else, unless someone like Mustard is there. But he definitely he did his thing and he was still clever with everything, but he never lost the crowd. You know what I'm saying? So just ultimately just a supremely professional DJ who knows his audience at all times. I guess that's like to me sticks out as like one of the biggest strong points.
Yeah.
He can do a little bit of everything, and he knows when to do it. Like knowing when to execute it is probably the biggest part of the puzzle, right?
Yeah.
So I was impressed.
Mm-hmm.
That's dope. That's dope. I do want to pass it over to our guy, Neek. We got a lot of questions that we like to ask during every episode. Let me pass to Neek since we're
Dang, we were
earlier.
slipping on the segue right there, though.
I know we didn't.
We could have had a better
really
segue on that one.
We've been really killing the segue.
Go ahead, Travis.
lately.
Tee it up for us.
I ain't got none for that one. I was waiting for you, Colin. Like I was waiting for you, and then I was just going to dig right in, but like it just didn't present itself.
Speaking of
Listen, I'm up here in Alaska.
I know. That's why I'm letting it go. That's why I'm letting it go.
The sun only goes down for 2 hours a fucking day up here. Yeah, we're out here.
You've been in sunlight for 5 days straight.
I went to a glacier. I fed a 2-ton sea lion. I'm just doing Alaska ass shit. I'm 4 hours behind the East Coast right now. Maybe 5 hours.
Maybe 5.
Let's pass it to Neek with his question.
Tim, we've gone to eat. We've broke bread together a few times, and we've discussed. So I think we've had a conversation similar to this, but officially on air, if you were to get an endorsement deal by any fast food establishment of your choosing, and you could do the Tim Tones meal at said establishment, a la Travis Scott or BTS or Bad Bunny, what would it be and where would it be?
Fuck. Okay. First thing that comes to my head is Taco Bell. So
a popular choice.
Yeah. It's gonna be Taco Bell. What'll be the Taco Tones meal?
Yeah.
The Taco Tones meal. It would be seasoned beef gordita. Chipotle chicken melt, and a Doritos Loco Taco, Baja Blast.
Fire.
Baja Blast.
Fire.
Okay. Baja Blast my fucking brains out, man.
Yeah, that's proper.
Oh man,
that's a proper ass meal.
That's
what are we doing for the drink?
That's
what it is. Baja Blast.
Oh, Baja Blast.
Yeah, I don't eat Taco Bell, so I don't know.
Blast. Is Baja Blast exclusive to Taco Bell?
Yes.
It's the blue raspberry Mountain Dew, right?
It's so good.
That shit is gross.
It is so
Mountain Dew's
good.
gross as it is. I was talking to somebody and they were like, yo, I forgot that Baja Blast is Mountain Dew. And I was up till 6 a.m. Like I completely forgot.
No. Wow.
No. I was fucking
I remember
juiced.
I want to bring back Code Red. Code Red was
all right.
It's still here. It's still here. I think they have it at gas stations. Yeah.
Yeah. They don't have it on the pump anymore though. There's no way they're doing the fountain Code Red.
No, that's where I saw it.
Mountain Dew LimeWire.
Oh really? Shit.
LiveWire. That's what I was into.
LiveWire. What flavor is LiveWire?
It's LiveWire. I want to say it was like
orange,
lime, or it was
orange one.
It was green. It was like a light green, maybe even yellow. So maybe like
okay.
I don't know, man. I was in like 8th, 9th grade when that was a thing. So
good God.
I was like,
hey,
Tim, that show's fire.
Tim, first concert and favorite concert.
First concert, Smoking Grooves tour, Busta Rhymes, Cypress Hill, Tribe Called Quest, Fugees.
Wow.
Insane.
Wow.
Busta had his woo-ha outfit on, big ass hat. Tribe had just done Beats, Rhymes, and Life, one of my favorite albums of all time. That was the first concert. Favorite concert? Oh God. Like there's so many and shit that have opened up for it. I'm gonna make this quick and say favorite concert was opening up for Slick Rick. With all the special stuff added into it. like having a scratch session with his DJ after the show, meeting him personally, like in the green room.
Damn.
Such a cool dude, man. And he's like, it's like meeting a fairy tale character and you find out everything is true. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's fucking
That's exactly
dope.
what he is too.
That's
fucking... we'll say that.
Dang.
Are you gonna keep incorporating guitar into the live sets? Like the more that you're playing out, like if you're traveling and stuff? Yeah.
Yes.
As you should.
I'm always on the lookout for if it's like conducive to that venue. And if so, then yes, I'll do that.
It's so
absolutely
dope.
Speaking of guitars, Tim, when you played our 1 year anniversary for Twitch,
that I did.
I threw on the song "I'm the Man" by 50 Cent.
Yup.
You went on a good little guitar riff while I was DJing. First time I heard on the Man was on, I believe it was on Power. It was like a little snippet on Power when I first heard it.
Love that show.
Man, great show, right?
Yeah.
So speaking of shows, Tim.
Segway King.
Hey, you like that, don't you? You like it, don't you? Here we go.
Segway King.
Tim, we are making our DJ biopic cinematic universe. So in our DJ biopic cinematic universe, who is playing Tim Tones? It could be anybody, dead or alive.
God.
Musician or actor, actress, anybody.
Fuck, who's playing me? That's such a hard question. Jesus, bro. Jeez. Man, that's tough. I want to say, can we go like, does it have to be a white dude?
Nope. No way.
I want to say Nas, just because of his role in Belly.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like
yes.
I feel like, and not just because of the hip hop thing, but I feel like I've seen that movie so many times. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. And I feel like the character he portrayed in that movie was so much him, like how he is as a person and as an artist. And I just saw a lot of like similarities between like the people he associates with in that movie, the people I've associated with in my life, and like how I'm always in these same spots, but I feel like I'm always the one that's like, you know, like pulling back or trying to like drop knowledge on someone. Not that I have like so much crazy knowledge to give, but he kind of has that like look first then leap type of mentality.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be like me.
I like that.
That's a good pick. Hey,
so
I love the idea.
So Nas from Belly.
Yes.
Perfect.
Here's your Segway Kings, Travis. You ready? Buckle up, because I'm opening up this question to the entire group. What is your favorite Hype Williams music video?
The intro to Belly.
The intro to Belly is the best thing Hype Williams has ever done in his fucking
life. Besides.
Oh,
That's
okay,
easy.
okay.
That's very easy.
Damn, okay.
That's very easy.
Favorite Hype Williams video.
I'm doing a number crunch. I'm cheating.
I know what mine is.
Let's get it.
More Money, More Problems. Easy.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like when he did that video, that was like you had three things going on. That style was brand new.
Yeah.
Everyone loved it. It hit the mark completely, and the timing of it was just impeccable. Like everybody was fucking with that Jiggy shit exactly at that moment.
Yeah.
And that's one of the best Jiggy videos ever.
Yeah. Didn't he do Feel So Good as well?
I think so, but Feel So Good pales in the comparison to More Money, More Problems.
It does.
He did Warning. I just found that out.
Yeah, diving back down into it.
Dang, I might have to.
I haven't looked at Hype Williams' discography. videography in a minute.
Videography.
Bro, the Wikipedia page is crazy. Because it's like broke down by like year, like by 5-year blocks.
Yeah.
He's done so.
No, he's a beast.
So much.
He's done so much. That's insane.
Yo, yeah,
Dang,
mine's
his
Busta. Put your
Hey
hands on my
Lover.
eyes, can see.
Is it?
Yeah, that's a great
That's-
one. That's a great one.
That's
That's a great one too, for sure.
Man. Let's see here. I'm gonna get one.
It's just insane.
Yeah. There's so
And
many.
he did Warning, Big Papa.
Dang. Okay, I'm just gonna do it for the impact of what happened during this video. Nas, Hate Me Now. You remember what happened during that video?
The Casino, the remake? The Casino remake?
No, the Hate Me Now video. So you remember they had both of them crucified.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And Puffy didn't want the scenes of him being crucified on the video. So when they premiered the video, he was crucified on there. So he ran down to I believe, was this Somebody's Gonna Kill Me on YouTube. So you might have to number crunch this, Nick. I believe he ran down and broke into and beat up Steve Stout for that, because Steve Stout gave the okay to release the video.
Wow.
Yeah.
I felt like, wasn't that video like a whole statement about Nas like just kind of cashing in on like the street thing?
Yeah.
So he was just like, you can crucify me all you want, I'm still gonna get this money.
Yep.
I've had so many arguments with hip hop heads over the years, both like backpack and street kids, where like, you know, some backpack people think that like, you know, Nas completely sold out. I got the street friends that are like, yo, no one was fucking with him until he did, you know, Street Dreams.
You're right.
No one was fucking with him until he did Hate Me Now.
So the article I'm reading is saying that Puffy did get fired up that MTV aired that version of him on the cross. And he reportedly stormed into the record executive Steve Stout's office and was charged with assaulting him with a chair.
There you go.
A chair, a telephone, and a champagne bottle.
Ooh,
Puff. Guy threw everything in the room at him.
It was like, yo, this bottle of
for everyone.
Hit him with the Chris.
Hit him with the Chris.
Yo, wasn't that on Making the Video though? That was a Making the Video, wasn't it?
It was.
It was, I believe.
Yeah. So how are you going to air the wrong video after you're like, yo, we're doing it right here? And
then,
well, I don't think that part was shown in the making of the video though. When they were,
they were like, we got something for you. Wait till you see the real video.
Right.
Yo, what the fuck, Tim? One album, Stranded on an Island. What is that album?
Wow. Man, that's tough. That's tough. Far Side Lab Cabin, California.
Oh, let's go. Shout out Trey.
Big.
Shout out Sinclair.
Yep.
That's good. I have no qualms with that. No one said that yet.
No.
Travis. We gotta get this playlist together.
Oh yeah, we do gotta get this playlist together. So Tim, check it. We are making our 5-on-5 podcast playlist on Spotify. What song do we need to add onto this playlist?
That you don't have yet?
Yeah, that we don't have.
Party Up.
We don't have that on there.
I was gonna say earlier about Party Up. It is such a monstrous song that it has grown its own island in the middle of an ocean, and I never want to visit that island.
Right, and it's it was a non-solicited island. Yes. Nobody asked for this island.
We asked for it.
It grew. Nobody's asking to go to it.
Somehow we get a free tour of it every time we walk into a room.
Every single time.
Yo, wait, hold up. If you were forced to play either Be Faithful or Party Up at the top of every hour for your DJ set, and you could not explain yourself, which one would you pick?
Wow.
You could not explain yourself.
Wow.
Be Faithful.
Drop.
Oh man, it might have.
Yo, after the second time, people are heated. People are heated because someone's on the dance floor and they heard bass drop twice. Now you're coming into the 4th hour of playing Be Faithful at the top of every hour.
Yeah, but you're coming into the 4th hour of DMX saying "suck my dick." So which one are you gonna pick?
Wow.
Oh,
damn, those are both equally hilarious songs. I'm fucking.
Yeah.
I was just talking to a friend of mine the other day that we're like certain songs just are like, and we worked in nightclubs for like the last decade.
Yeah.
And we're just like, man, this song just screams first hour of the club. And those two songs are just like, fuck, man, those songs have been old since they came out.
Right.
Like they came out, they came out, I was tired of those songs. So
yeah.
Man.
But there's other DMX
but
songs
in the
you
moment,
could play.
In the moment, like under the right circumstances, you be feeling those songs.
It'll always go over.
Yeah.
It'll always go over.
Gonna
Especially
work.
if you're playing Vegas bottle service. That's essentially one big wedding.
That's
you got
true.
people from all over the place coming into one zone. And that's the great unifier right there. That, DMX, Return of the Mac, Kid Cudi and Steve Aoki, that thing, all of that.
Listen,
But
I played Cudi and Steve Aoki on Friday, and it went off. Didn't want to play it, but it went off
out here in Alaska, and it's like it's a brand new release. That's always going to go off.
Yeah, I think that's moving into Be Faithful territory. I mean, give it another 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It definitely is. Tim, you still on the hook though?
Yeah, on the hook.
You still on the hook though? I need a
song. For the song. Yeah. Let's do Jam. Tribe Called Quest.
Okay.
Beef Rhymes in Life.
I like it.
Fire.
It was Friday afternoon in the middle of June.
I love it.
That's one of my favorite Tribe songs. That's great.
That's
but there's no such thing as a bad Tribe song.
Dilla did that too. That's all Dilla.
I want to bring back a question that we've asked previously, and then we're gonna get some info from you and send you on your way because everybody's a working DJ tonight.
Yeah.
Tim, if you could only have one item from the grocery store, but you have an endless supply of this item for the rest of your life, what is that item?
Oh man.
Word to the wise, do not be practical here. It's embarrassing.
Don't say garbage bags. It's been done.
Do not say garbage bags.
Hot dog relish. The one that mixes the relish and the mustard together.
Oh wow. Wow. Let's go. It's a good way to end the pod, to be honest with you. Good way to end the pod. I like that.
No, if Neek was wearing a toupee, it would have blown off his head just
now. Sure would have.
I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't know that existed.
So, I mean, there's been many times where like it's been late night. You know, there's no sandwich meat or no hot dogs or hamburgers. Hot dog relish on a piece of bread, bro.
Hey.
It's so good.
Hey.
Yo, that's some East Coast shit.
That is some East Coast shit. That is.
It is. That is
raw,
East Coast
bro.
shit.
That is. Yo.
Wait, we didn't ask you who's got the best buffalo wings. We didn't even ask you that.
Anywhere in upstate New York, Rochester, Syracuse, or Buffalo, they all have really good wings.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. Tim, you have
Hey,
Let's Be
are the
Friends.
Bills going to get one?
I hope so for the Bills. I'm not a Bills fan, but I hope they get one.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, because you said hope, so that's all I need to hear. You can move on.
We're way off the rails today with this. I apologize. Tim, you have Let's Be Friends. You have your residency at Best Friend. Tell our listeners where they can hear you, what days, and what time.
All right, so next Best Friend will be next Let's Be Friends will be at 18 Bin first Friday. And then I'm playing at Best Friends actually tonight and this Friday. You can find me every Friday at 18 Bin. I'm a resident there in addition to doing my party. And then everything else right now is kind of like random up in the air. I don't have any solidified spots other than those 3 things going on. I think I have a guest date at one of P-Dot's parties the end of July. I think at the Hickeys and Dry Humps, which I think is on a Wednesday.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah, P-Dot's the homie. He's part of the Let's Be Friends crew as well.
He is. Shout out P-Dot, friend of the show.
One of the go-to guys for Commonwealth and everything Corner Bar.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a homie. I met him doing the party at Commonwealth, and he always plays great selection. So for me, he was an easy fit to add to the equation. So he rocks at every Let's Be Friends in some capacity.
Did you ask him, Let's Be Friends?
I didn't say those words, but I did, maybe
that's how you ask.
Yeah.
That's how you should ask from now on.
Yeah, maybe that's how I'll bring people into the fold. I'll be like, hey, let's be friends.
Let's be friends.
Yo, that's the promo. That's the promo right there. We're just going to cut this whole podcast and you're just going to get that little clip and it's just going to be a promo for your night. There's nothing else. There's no podcast, no nothing. It's just a little promo.
Let's go.
And then we can expect you back on Twitch when? We're going to hold you to it. When you getting back?
Next Monday, I'm doing the Gravy Train with the homie DJ MP. He's been doing his Gravy Train thing since like Twitch started.
Yeah.
So always happy to be on that. So you can catch me at 9 p.m. Pacific time on that. And then eventually going to get Tuesday with Tones back on the air as well.
Nice.
We'll see if it's going to happen next week. It might be the following week. But yeah, so look out for that as well.
Cool.
You love to see it. Shout out to MP. MP has the wildest facial hair. We got to give that guy a shout out.
Shout out.
He's got the
facial hair.
Handlebar.
He's got the handlebar. Yo, big
handlebar, wild boy.
It looks smooth.
Tim, we appreciate you, man. Every week we like to end the podcast with a little bit of words of wisdom, as we do have a lot of upcoming DJs, a lot of upcoming producers. If you could give a little bit of advice, just one sentence, share your wealth of knowledge, let them know.
I would say 3 things. Always keep your end goal and vision in mind. Keep it moving whenever you feel stuck. Because if you quit or if you keep going, it's going to hurt either way. So you might as well keep going. Thirdly, be ready to partner with people that have the same vision or that want to fuck with you. Don't turn away working with people because you're scared you'll get outshined. And that's where keep moving comes into play as well. You can work behind someone or in front of someone for so long, but sometimes those roles switch. And, that doesn't mean, life is just a series of moments correctly lining up, right?
Yep.
So you are what you are. If you're an artist, you're always going to do it anyway. DJs are artists. They're collage makers. They're, vibe creators. I hate the word vibe now.
You're mosaic.
Yes. So yeah, man, just keep your vision in mind, keep it moving, and be ready to collaborate if you need to.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Tim Tones, ladies and gentlemen, that's DJ Tim Tones. That's on all socials, right? Every platform.
Yep.
We at Tim Tones.
Yep.
DJ Tim Tones. Tim, thank you again for rocking with us for our 1-year anniversary. We wanted to tell you that in person. It's overdue to have you on the podcast. We had a great fucking time that day. Yeah. And we promise you we're
so much fun.
We held true to our promise. We gotta link with you again when we're back in Vegas.
For real.
For sure.
We gotta do like an
you for taking
18
the time.
bins party and have you bring your guitar and everything and just
Listen,
do it big, man.
that's already happening. We can make all this happen.
Bet.
Let's do that.
The sooner the better.
Facts.
Let's do that. But we got to take a real cheesy picture of all of us and say, let's be friends. A real
Yeah.
Let's go.
Matching outfits like the Temptations, baby. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
Here we go.
Bring it out. We'll be back next week.
And the merch. And
Guests.
the merch.
Let's be friends. Yo, fire. Fire.
That's the thumbnail right there. Ooh.
That's the
joint.
official.
The red
joint.
balloon.
joint.
Oh, that's dope.
Oh, we got the fitted too.
Ooh.
Woo!
For the grown men.
Yeah.
For the men.
I love
For the
that.
men. For the adults in the room.
The homie. Yo.
So we're gonna be putting out A-frame snapbacks soon. That's what between the dad hat sample and the fitted sample, we're gonna do the A-frame snapbacks.
Hell yeah.
Fire.
Hell yeah.
Fire. Well, I definitely need to buy one of those off you.
Same.
I know Travis will be rocking some. Neek's a hat guy now.
Yeah. He's a
Hat
hat
guy
guy.
Lopez.
We
got
cut
that
the
fresh
mop off.
season,
I'm a hat
so-
guy now.
I figured
Hat
out how to
guy.
wear hats with my Medusa cut right here. So
Yeah,
You
you
got,
still
the,
get
you got the
the
Jay-Z thing going on. That's
yeah, I do.
yeah, hell yeah. I love it.
All right, gents. Tim, thank you again, my man. We appreciate you greatly. We love working with you, linking with you.
Yep.
We will be back next week with another episode with another surprise special guest. I don't know who it is. I may know who it is. And we'll see y'all next week.
Yeah.
Word. Thanks, homies.
Thank you.
Cheers.